Anaheim Ducks have officially brought back Randy Carlyle to be their team's head coach.
I know in my heart that this is the right move at this time for this hockey team.
Last June, when the Anaheim Ducks hired Randy Carlyle for a second time, the reaction from some of the hockey world was harsh.
What are you thinking watching this develop?
I go somewhere else. I think there's too many other good choices out there.
Are you going to go that way with that group of players? I'm not.
Randy will always be entrenched in his own ways.
But in the Ducks dressing room, especially amongst the veterans who had played for him and won before, they believed it was the right move.
I was excited. You know, I thought we got along great, and he trusted me in different situations, and that's kind of where we've been.
I found out that there were players that they talked with that had basically given them the green light.
I talked to Bob quite a bit about it, and we talked about the things that Randy did well. I think that anytime a coach comes back that's had success, he brings a certain level of that intensity and that confidence to your group.
After a mostly unsuccessful time in Toronto, many wondered if the game had passed Carlyle by, that today's young players wouldn't respond to his old school ways. But what they didn't know was that Randy Carlyle had evolved as a coach.
People laugh when I say this, but he could be a little bit softer. You know, he's kind of grown that way, and you know, he's a little bit softer on the young guys.
It was a lot harder on us. He was a lot more direct, those kind of things. And the kids now, you have to find different ways to push their buttons without getting in their face.
And you have to understand that some of the things that you were hard and fast on before don't really mean as much as you thought they did. So you have to soften your stance. Just for example, if practice isn't going the way you'd like, well, before you would blow the whistle and you know, give it to them. Now you blow the whistle and say, hey, come on guys, this isn't good enough.
He's still hard in terms of how he preaches the game and how he wants our team, like I said, to play a hard style and to be very disciplined. But I think his individual, maybe one-on-ones with guys are different.
We've seen glimpses of the softer Carlyle in these playoffs. When John Gibson was pulled after allowing 4 goals against the Flames in round 1, the changed Carlyle handled his young goalie differently than how he would have in the past.
In that situation, I went over and talked to him about it. And I just told him it's not going, I need a change here right now. So don't worry about it.
I noticed him bite his tongue a little bit. You know, sometimes it looks like he wants to explode, and I remember back then he probably would have.
But in today's game, I don't think you can do that. Specifically in the public eye. I think you can do some things inside the room or one-on-one, and that's better served.
Anaheim Ducks, the 2007 Stanley Cup champs.
It's been 10 years since Carlyle, Getzlaf, and Perry won the Stanley Cup together. And despite high expectations and several division titles, including another one this season, the Ducks have never been back. And while Carlyle might be a more forgiving coach now, he hasn't forgotten his core beliefs or the importance of his team's identity.